Hi everyone, welcome to the Codecrafter TV. Welcome to this Docker Zero to Hero series. So, uh, if you think that what I am saying is wrong, no, it's correct. Today, we will end that debate with the help of this new technology that is Docker, that is a containerization technology. So you do not need prior Docker knowledge for this course. By the end of this session, you will clearly understand what Docker actually is, why Docker exists, what real world problem Docker solves, and how this course is structured. So let's get started. So first, most important question, as I mentioned, what is Docker? So what is Docker and why we need to learn this technology, Docker. So Docker is a containerization technology, containerization. So what is containerization? So basically, you know that at home we have containers. Okay, we have containers. So where we put our things and we can share this container with our brother, sister, and family members, and they can use these things. So this is what the container is and the use of the container. Okay, the same way, Docker is also a containerization technology. Let's see what problem Docker solves. Before this, we need to see what is the problem we have and what it is trying to solve. Let's say you build an application, a Java-based application, which is built in Java version 25. Okay, LTS, that is the latest version now. And when you have done thing, you push the code into the Git or in any code sharing platform. Okay. And you and your friend ask, hey, could you share the application that you have written? So you ask him, hey, you can pull that code from the Git and run that code. And when your friend run that particular piece of code in his computer, then he is getting issue and it is failed. Why? Because your friend computer has the Java version 17. Now, due to the version difference between your computer and your friend's computer, the application is failed. So what you would be saying, the first line that I mentioned in the beginning of the course, hey, look, it is working at my end, but it is not working at your end. So this is what the usually reply would be. But with the help of Docker, we can eliminate these things, the versioning difference, not the versioning difference and the other things, like there could be configurations, issue, dependencies, and much more things are would be there. So what Docker would say, Docker saying to you, hey, look, you can give me the your application runtime, you can give me the dependency, you can give me the configuration that required for your application, and what I'll do, I'll package them together and make a container of this. Okay, and I'll package them together and make a image. Okay, what it would do, it will package them and make a container, but I'll not go on the advanced things like image. So okay, and then this container you can run and you can share with your friend as well. So he does not need now. So once you share this container with your friend, so you have shared this container what Docker has made for you, and now your friend just need to run this container with the help of Docker run command, and that's it. The application would start working. Why? Because what application needs to run? Application needs to run the runtime. It needs Java version 25. And because when you are using Docker, you have given the runtime environment. Look, you have a Java version 25 you need. You give the dependencies what it required. You give that application configurations what it requires. It has everything. So that's why it runs inside the container. and then it would not fail. And that is so it also gives Docker also helps you to very easily collaborate with others. So this is what the Docker technology is. And this is just a very short description about what the Docker is and what is the problem that Docker trying to solve in today's world. So now, I'll walk you through the course that what I have structured for you, and we will be following that course, and we will be going very deep into this technology and see each and everything in details. So let me go through the course overview. So we will be seeing Docker basics. So course overview means what I'm saying. So Docker basic. Then images and containers, as I mentioned images, so I do not want to confuse you. That's why I do not mention it. But we will be discussing what is the images and containers in deep and how those things power up the things. Then how to write the Docker file. So this is important. How you will write the Docker files, and then the volumes, like how the data would be stored, and then the networking. Networking is important because Docker supports microservices architecture. So you have different Docker containers and then how they will be communicating with each other that you will see here. So this is what we are going to learn. And then we have Docker Compose that we will be seeing what it is and how you can use it. Docker Compose. And at the end, we will see real world projects. Real world projects. How the Docker is used in the real world projects. What are the different technologies and alternatives we have? So we will see each and everything in detail, and that would help us to see this technology uh, and how we can utilize this one. So, uh, means everyone who wants to learn the Docker technology, he can learn it from here. And this course is perfect for developers, DevOps engineers, cloud engineers, beginner who want strong fundamental. So if I quickly summarize that what we have learned today, then we have learned that Docker is a containerization platform. Containerization platform. What it does, it package application with the runtime environment, and this is what it does. And it solves the problems like dependency issues or versioning that we have seen with the example. And one thing that with this, when you are solving all these problems, so deployment and development would very easy and it would be very fast and reliable. Whatever the developer is developing, and testing in the container, if that is working fine in the container, it would work fine everywhere. So this is how the reliability would increase and the deployment is also being fast. So in the next video, we will go deeper and start understanding containers versus virtual machines, because at the end of the day, we will see means what is the difference between container and virtual machines. So I'll give you that why we are start using Docker, why we are not using means VM is always used, but why we need this technology, we will see that. And we'll also see how Docker works internally. So that also we will see. So this is what we are going to see in the next session. And make sure you practice along with me in the upcoming videos, because there is a tons of things that we need to do practically. We need to run the commands, we need to make the Docker files, we need to see how these things how the Docker fits into the uh, DevOps tools. So we will see each and everything. And if you found this session useful, stay connected and let's move forward step by step. Thank you and have a nice day.